In October of 1980, you were taping a song for The Tonight Show, and you suffered a brain aneurysm. And can you talk a little bit about just that experience and how it affected everything?
My brain exploded while I was doing the show. My mother, the teachings of my mother, when it happened, I didn't know what was wrong with me. I wasn't sick. I didn't have a cold. I was fine. In fact, I was going on a vacation with my husband, who was my fiance at the time, and I was happy as I could be. And the aneurysm ruptured in my brain, and I said, "Into your hands I commit my spirit," and I was out. And they took me across the street to the hospital, and they looked at me and looked at my size and decided that it must be something about the size I was that had made it happen. They didn't know what it was, but whatever had happened, they thought it had to do with my size. And so they took my vital signs, and they were all good, and so they didn't know what was wrong with me. And so they sent me to another hospital. And they looked at me, and I was black and an entertainer, and they decided that it must be an overdose of drugs. And so they started looking for drug content in my system, and there were no drugs. And so I wasn't too fat, and I wasn't a junkie, so now nobody knew what was wrong with me. My son is a psychiatrist. He sent for my physician, who came immediately. And he said to them, I see her 3 times a year, she's not on drugs, and that's the size she is. And there must be something else we should be looking for. And so that night, they discovered that the aneurysm had ruptured. And the next morning, they sent me to another hospital, because this other hospital had the equipment necessary to deal with an aneurysm in my brain. And they then took x-rays and stuff and things, and after 2 weeks they sent me to London, Ontario, to Dr. Charles Drake. I had brain surgery, twice in 10 days, and 10 days after that I was doing a commercial for Campbell Soup.